What's up, guys, and welcome back to another EVE Online video. We're going to be covering the Magic 14. These are 14 skills that, when trained, will benefit you no matter what you're flying or what you ever fly. And really, it acts as the basis and then the starting point for developing your character. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like go through each one of them, and as we go through them, I'm going to put them into a skill plan. And then at the end of the video, I will show you how to take the skill plan that I'll put in the description of the video and import it into your client. The first skill that we're going to talk about is super important. You can get a lot of it when you're alpha, is CPU management. CPU management is going to give you a 5% bonus to the ship's CPU output, which allows you to fit more modules and just have a lot more play with fits. Power grid management, which I recommend going all the way to 5 for that as well. This is going to give you 5% bonus to the ship's power grid. Kind of like CPU, you're giving your ship more resources. The next one is going to be capacitor systems operation right here. I recommend this one to 5 as well. This one's going to give you 5% reduction in the capacitor recharge time, so faster capacitor recharge time. As you can see, you start seeing a pattern here. These are base core skills, right? The next one's going to be mechanics. This is going to give you 5% bonus to structure points, so you definitely want 5 in that. And then hull, you want that 5% bonus to armor. And then after that, we're looking at shield stuff, right? So we're going to go over here to shield management. This is going to give you 5% bonus to shield capacity. Who doesn't want more shield? And then next is shield operation. Shield operation is going to give you 5% reduction in shield recharge time. So faster recharge on a shield. Next, we're looking at targeting. Targeting is really important, right? We want long-range targeting. This allows us to reach out and touch things a little bit further. We want that at 5. And then also signature analysis. Signature analysis is going to allow us to, target things faster. Our next category is going to be navigation, which is navigation. Navigation will give you 5% bonus to sub-warp ship velocity. Evasive maneuvering 5. This will allow us to actually align and get into warp faster. Super important. And then warp drive operation, which is going to reduce the capacitor requirement for initiating warp. We want that at 5 as well. Now the last one's going to be under Starship Command. This one is going to be Starship Command, and this allows you to get 2% improved ship agility for all ships per skill level. And you want that at 5 as well. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you exactly how to import this into your client so you can go ahead and start training. So we're going to go and clear this. All right, so now if you look in the description of this video, you should see a list similar to, exactly like what is in this notepad right here. And what you can do is go ahead and take from like CPU Management 1 all the way down to Starship Command 5 and just highlight it and hit Control C. We're going to put that in the clipboard. Now if you go over here into EVE, and what you want to do is open up your skills. You want to go to skill plans. You can go to personal skill plans as well and just hit create. Once you get into personal skill plans or whatever, or corporate, this little menu right here, you can go over here and you're going to put import skills from clipboard. And it's going to throw it all in there, a description, and then you can actually just hit save, right? So now you have this skill plan, and then what you can do is, since this will be saved to you, obviously we don't have anything in our skill queue. If you go over here, you can actually just start training it, right? And then what it'll do is it'll actually put all your all those skills in that skill plan in your queue. But this is going to be the best way for you to get started, right, as far as the Magic 14 goes. The other way that you can actually queue up or plan skills is by just using fits, right? So what we're going to do is I have this simple procure fit in here. So if you ever see something like this online, you can actually import this into the game as well. So at the very top, you'll see brackets, you'll see ship type, and then the fit name. So what you do is you just take this, just like you did the other, you copy that. And then if you open up the actual fit window here, and you go to the bottom, and you go to import from clipboard, it'll pop up this. You can either save it or you can sim it. We're going to sim it, right? And what that do is it's going to put all that fit right here in the simulation window. And I'm going to roll over this little orange book here, and it's going to show me all of the minimum skills required to fly this ship and have all the modules online. This is what I usually do to like plan for like my old school, like skill plan, whatever. Because from here you can actually go and like buy and train. Right, you can buy like all the skill books and automatically inject them, and also just add to queue. She has a lot of these. Probably doesn't necessarily need these hammerheads in here, so we'll go ahead and just put all warriors for simplicity's sake. And so now you see all this. Now I can just go ahead and add to queue. You hit the add to queue button, and it'll automatically add all that stuff to the end of your skill queue. One thing I want to touch on as far as like fits and skills goes, getting the skills to fly the ship and have all the modules online is not enough. Just like any ship in Eve, there are certain things you want to maximize in here, like this, like if you have mining drones in your ship, right? This is only going to give you the mining drone spec 1. That's just enough to actually use it. But really, like for a skill like this, you'd want this at 5, or like this mining barge, right? It only actually put mining barge 1 in my skill queue, right? But we know if I'm going to be a miner and I want to, increase my yield and I want to maximize this ship, I need all these skills. I need like all 5, because the ship's roll bonuses are based off of this skill. Same thing for like, drone 5 is good, industry 5 is good, and like, you don't really need mining drones, right? in a procure, but it just kind of illustrate the point. Like, and also the drone skill, right? It's only going to put, Minotaur drone spec 1 in there for those warriors, but yeah, let's use our brain a little bit. You probably want like level 4 on that, right? Because every skill is going to increase the damage bonus that they get. And that goes for anything. Any ship, any fit that you pull off, if you throw up that fit window and you add all those skills to queue, that's just the beginning. That is just the baseline. And then a good rule of thumb is like you look at the ship bonuses for whatever you're trying to fly, and you want to make sure that ship skill is maxed out. And you can actually track this pretty easily. In the ship tree. So obviously, if you go over here like this, venture right here, if you roll over this box here, it's going to show what my mining frigate skills at. Or if you go to like any other category here, or like destroyer, like Caldari destroyer, I can roll over here and see that I'm 3 of 5 on that, and that letting you know what skill affects this category. Just like if I go over here to mining, right? These are all the exhumers. I roll over here, I'm like, okay, look, they get a bonus from mining barge and from exhumers, so we probably want both those at 5, right? Whereas mining barge, they get a bonus from mining barge. So definitely, you always want your ship skill to be maxed out, and this is just a fast way to see what skills you need, see what the baseline is, and then what I normally do is I add these to the skill queue, kind of like I just did, and then I'll go in here and make sure that like things like mining barge are maxed out, or my drone skill is maxed out, or anything that's in here that's going to represent toughness, mining yield, rate of fire, anything that's going to affect like the efficiency or the performance of that ship. I want to make sure I queue all that stuff as well. I hope this video is helpful. Magic 14 is super important, and also just learning how to like import, export fits and skills out of like the game can be helpful as well if you're online doing research or anything like that. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.